Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Delightful Talks, and today I come to you with a pick a card reading through Santissima Muerte. I know I've been doing a lot of collective readings, but I'm getting called to do a pick a card reading in regards to her devotees. So this reading will consist on some guidance, some messages, and we'll just see what it goes from there. So we have pile number 1, 2, and 3 as you see on the screen. Go ahead and press pause, meditate on your desired number, and once you pick your desired number, I will link the timestamps below in the description box. So I'll see you on your desired reading. Hello, pile number 1. So we're going to see what Santissima Muerte has to say for you and what is going on. So let's just see what is needed for your devotees of pile number 1. What's going on for pile number 1. Okay, so the first card we have is Hands. Hands is all about creating, receiving, giving. Okay, for some of you guys, you have this special talent, but I'm saying you're capable of talent. If you feel you don't have, a specific talent in mind, this is the time to take initiative and use your hands to really get into the works of creating, attracting, building, manifesting, using your hands to also reach out more, be that hand for other people. Okay, what else do we have for your pile number 1? Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so we have hands, liquor, and stones. So Santissima Muerte want you to understand that it's a time that, it's okay to be comfortable and familiar with your habits and the way you go about life, but now it's time to switch it up a bit, and that's why we have the stones here. Stones is about strength. You're becoming very situated. Okay, for some of you guys, she's asking for some offerings. I'm seeing coming to light with the liquor and the stone. The stone, like the pebbles on the statues, anything from nature in general. I'm hearing that is a big offer that she would love to receive. For others of you, you have a tough core. You've been through some things, you've been knocked around, but understand with these stones, they're so hard and sudden. It's really hard to crack a stone if you ever tried. And I mean, not with blunt, hard, pure force, but just, even just from falling, it's hard to even have a little scratch on a stone. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hearing it's like you're setting yourself in one place, but you have to understand that it's time to reach out so you could receive. Okay, give back also, help out others, regardless if that's like, donating, or it could be as simple as picking up some garbage off the floor. And Santissima wants you to know that it's time to get into this understanding that you have control, and you need to be in control of your actions and what you want to receive and what you're giving out. Okay, understand with the stones, I'm seeing there's in life, there's multiple variations of the same thing. Okay, just because somebody else is doing something doesn't mean you cannot. This is a time to tap into kind of what you feel you could bring to the table and what you want to take from the table as well. Okay, I'm hearing being, there's this being similar yet different. Rocks are all similar and stones are all similar, just like people. We're very similar. Actually, we're almost not identical, but we're really alike in ways, more than what a lot of us understand. Okay, and that's what Santissima Muerte wants you to be aware of, is that, have this open arms and hand out for everybody, not just, what you're used to. Okay, if that makes sense, pile number 1. So what else does your pile number 1 devotees need to know, Santissima Muerte? What messages would you like me to deliver? This is for pile number 1. Okay, so we have Sage coming out. Okay, so you guys need to purify your energy. Maybe you are, again, maybe you're lost and stuck. You're kind of, still in this energy, old energy, and she wants you to kind of clear your pathway, clear your energy, clear your living space, okay? Purify yourself, cleanse out those negative thoughts, and that's why we have liquor here as well. Because liquor for these cards, it's about being loose, and being loose is about being very carefree and careless, okay? Things are possessing you and you're not really taking control, and that's why we have hands here. I'm hearing like hands on, like have control over, the actions you do and the things you want to be a part of, okay? And understand that because you're in this energy where you need to purify and cleanse the negative thoughts, because there's a lot of negative thoughts coming in, pile number one, I'm seeing that it's easier to be manipulated from lower vibrations, okay? And that's what you want you to be aware of, is that it's time to, with this stone energy, take in the strength, okay? Understand that you have a tough core and you're setting yourself in one place, but you do not have to be in that one place. You get what I'm saying? We have incense and we have skulls, okay? Yeah, with the skulls, it's all about being empty. You're very lost right now, I'm seeing, and that's why we have the hands again, and the stone where it's kind of cold-hearted in a way, or like very cold and and kind of set in your way, okay? And the skull, you're not being motivated. You have unbalanced emotions, okay? And this is why we have the sage here and incense. Incense is all about purification, protection, cleansing, okay? Refreshing your energy, getting rid of stale energies, okay? Breaking a clouded mind. Offer also, I'm also hearing these offerings to Santissima will also enhance your energy, by giving her liquor, offering liquor, or offering these type of stones or natural pebbles or anything from nature that that you feel you think she'll love, is what you should do, okay? That's for some of you. If you feel guided to do that, then do so. But we also have incense here, okay? Incense could be for road openers, cleansing, protection, but really she wants you to get into the space where you're focused on yourself, and the sage is enhancing your energy to clear out these negative thoughts, to leave out this empty energy. You're feeling emotionless, okay? In the back of the deck, we have Negra, the Black Santissima Muerte, the statue. And it's about protection, cleanse, spell work. And because Negra is showing up, it's showing that, this is a big indication of that you need to really cleanse your energy and need to work with the, Black Santissima Muerte to enhance protection, ask for guidance. Use this time if you need to work with some type of spell work or natural herbal work where you're integrating her and yourself together to combine a powerful protection for yourself, so you can cleanse these stagnant or draining or low vibrational energies, so you can become more clear on what it is you want to endure, what you want to do, what brings you light, so you could feel more emotions and less emotionless, so you could feel less empty, okay? What else is going on for pile number one of your Devotees Santissima? Thank you. Okay. And cards came out. So cards is about divination, determining, voyeur, looking at a distance, trying to find the answers. You're using messages through tarot. Okay, I'm hearing you guys are being too persistent on these readings. Maybe for some of you, you keep asking for help, you keep asking for guidance, and instead I'm hearing you take the time to reach out to Santissima Muerte. I'm seeing with the hands, like, reach out and ask for a hand, ask for guidance, okay? Don't feel afraid to ask for protection. Don't feel like you're a burden. But remember, you also need to work with her and compromise some things with your old habits and being in the stagnant energy, especially with the stone. Again, remember, the stone is about you have the feelings of contentment, but if you're too comfortable, that sometimes is a bad thing, and being uncomfortable can mean a good thing. Being uncomfortable gives you growth, okay? Gives you an eyesight or an opening on how you can shift a new energy and how you can change it to your liking, okay? For some of you, maybe, you're a card reader, or you do divination as well. Or I'm also seeing there is somebody that may be watching you right now, or using divination and in tarot work, or reaching out to a higher, someone like me, to try and check on your taps. So again, that's why we have the sage there, just to purify your energy. And again, remember with that liquor, it's an uncontrollable state of mind. Okay? And when you're in this liquor state, you're in a possession with whatever vibrations come, and it's hard to differentiate, hopefully I'm saying that right, I'm sorry, between what or who is good for you and what and who isn't. Okay, your judgment is a little off and unbalanced, and right now I'm seeing, even if you're not a drinker, it's you're taking on those emotions, those ways of being drunk, or the ways of being uncontrolled. And that's why we have the skulls here, because the skulls is about empty, feeling lost, emotionless. Okay, and then the cemetery fell out. Cemetery is celebration of the dead, rituals, visiting loved ones. And the main message here I'm hearing from Santissima is appreciate the life you are in. Appreciate the life you're in now. Appreciate the things you have. Appreciate, with these hands here, again, it's about creating, receiving, giving, but the hands is like, admire all the things you were able to hold, okay? Admire things that you were able to come across and feel, touch, sense. Being capable of creating, okay? Use your hands to reach out for more, asking for help, giving out a helping hand, using your hands to receive. But the cemetery here is celebration of the dead. And with for some of you, the message for pile number one, for some of you, you know, it sounds, I'm not hearing like you need to visit a loved one, but I'm seeing that there is, maybe for some of you, you've been visiting a loved one, or what do you want me to say for pile number one? I'm sorry for the cemetery. Okay, this is a type of new beginning, okay? And for some of you, there's a loved one that passed and they're coming through, and this is a reassurance that you are, being protected, or this is giving you that push to move forward and celebrate the life you're in now, because, they're saying they can't, they're not there to celebrate with you, but they're there in spirit. All right. What else? What else? What else for pile number one? Santissima. What else for pile number one? What else do you need to say? Got going on. Jewelry popped out. Thank you. So jewelry, okay, about being, jewelry is materialistic, being prosperous, expressing yourself, having higher standards. Okay. Yes. And then another message is enjoying the richer life. Enjoy what you came across. Again, sounds repetitive, but this message keeps coming through is, enjoy the richer life, and take hold of those feelings of satisfaction. Okay. Stop focusing on things that are that are easily replaceable. But I'm hearing we have, in the back of the deck, we have Dorado. Okay, we have the gold statue of Santissima Muerte. That's all about money, abundance, success, business, life, hobbies. Again, like I was saying, with the creativity in your hands, this is the time to take action on, your talents. Even if you feel you don't have any talents, you do, okay? Go find some. Reach out to things that grab your attention. Grasp them, hold them, and see how it makes you feel. Use this time to sage your energy, purify it, cleanse out your negative thoughts. You're able to attract, okay? You're able to attract. pile number one. So let's get some last messages to end pile number one's reading. What else? This is a freedom and a rebirth. Yeah, you guys, this is a rebirth. Again, we had the cemetery. Remember, and I was saying like celebrating life. Yes. Celebrate what you have now. You're in this freedom of letting go. Remember, with that liquor, you were being very uncontrollable, or you're being controlled by lower vibrations because your energy was just super low, and it was hard for you to determine, or it's hard for you to determine what is good and what isn't. And now is the time that Santisima is showing me is like, remember, she came through in the Negra, and she's saying like, this is the protection. This is the protection that you need. This is the cleansing that you need. And guidance. Work with La Negra and Dorado to enhance these prosperities and abundance, but also to protect you on the journey. Okay, you're free to do whatever it is you please. Also, you need to work, or you can work with dillweed. Dillweed is good for purifying, cleansing of jealousy or people around you, for protection, to enhance mental and emotional balance. Okay, dillweed is really good because remember, I said you're really emotionless right now. You're kind of unbalanced with your emotions, so use dillweed. Okay, use dillweed to help balance out your emotional and mental state and purify yourself. Okay, what else is going on for pile number one? What else is going on for your devotees of pile number one? What else is going on for your devotees of pile? Thank you. Yes, and she's saying everything happened the way it was supposed to. So never feel like anything that you came across or you've done was a regret. And again, remember, if you go back in the reading, I said with your hands, acknowledge the things that you came across. Acknowledge how far you've come and the things you were able to grasp and touch, feel, sense, okay? And now it's time to move forward, and everything that happened was how it was supposed to happen, okay? Don't feel any regret. It's time to become more balanced. You're very lost and empty right now with the skull card coming out, okay? Emotionless, very unbalanced. And again, you're kind of set in your ways with the stone energy. You are content, you feel contentment, but it's time to get out of the contentment and expand, okay? Pile number one. What else? What other last messages for pile number one? What other last messages? Okay. Okay, so this is somebody coming through, someone's loved one. Understand that they're happy on their new adventure. And I'm seeing that they passed on, and they're for some of you, could be a have to do with a pet, okay? Or a loved one, but they just understand that they're in a better place. They're happy. There's a new adventure for them. Understand they miss you. And you guys will reunite again, whether that's in your dream realm, whether that's, in your physical realm, whether that's in a new life, from now on. For others of you, understand this new adventure will bring you happiness. Your old self will miss you. You will miss your old self. But I feel like this reconnect, you got your old self and your new self will kind of combine and become very powerful. You're going to be able to bring on that knowledge and lessons learned from the past and bring it into the now. And how it will help you is it's going to give you an understanding of what you shouldn't do moving forward and what is best for you, okay? So, pile number one, I hope all is well. I hope this reading did you well. If you did resonate, feel free to give me a thumbs up, comment down below, even subscribe. That will really help me out to let me know how these readings are doing. If it didn't resonate, that is okay. Understand these are general readings at the end of the day, so always take what applies and leave what doesn't. My name is Delightful Talks, and I'll see you on the next reading. Peace. Hello everybody. So if you picked pile number 2, this reading through Santisima Muerte is for you. So we're just going to get into some guidance and what you need to know. We'll just see what comes out as we go along. So what is going on for your devotees of pile number 2, Santisima Muerte? Use me as the vessel to Thank you so much. So three cards popped out right away. So the first card we have is the green candle. Second card is Amaria, yellow robe of Santissima Muerte, and then we have bread. Okay, so the message here, what Muerte wants you to know is that you need to work with, the yellow statue in regards to healing. Maybe for some of you guys, you've been through a lot of legal battles because we have the green candle here. The green work is a signification of justice system, law, legal work. But I'm seeing maybe there was a battle, okay? There was some type of battle of maybe you felt trapped in a system, okay? This is the time I'm seeing that to work with Amaria to really touch base to enhance your mental and physical health, okay? To bring fulfillment to your life. Again, because we have fulfillment twice. We have the bread here, and bread here is about fulfillment, wholesome, and being useful, okay? You are being the source of energy. Also, I'm hearing offer bread to her. She would like bread. She would love bread. Whatever bread catches your eye, like the bakery kind. That was just a side note. But with the bread card here and the yellow robe, it's really showing me that it's a time to be gracious of your fullness. Okay, this is a time that you're being comforted. You're on this journey of kind of going about things with humbleness, being more whole, being more warm about it. If that makes sense. When I mean warm, I mean like, kind of put your judgment aside and just, share and spread that gratitude, that warmth that you have, that inner love. Okay, again, I'm keep getting this call to speak on this green candle. For some of you guys, you need some clarity on some legal work. So you need to light this green candle and work with the yellow statue and this green candle. Yes, they're two different colors, but it's the same being. Okay, two different colors, same being. Work with these two to really enhance this what this what can I get? Thank you. I just wanted more clarification on this green candle. So the silver candle popped out in hourglass. Okay, so you need to work with her yellow statue and the green candle. The yellow statue is to get you in a better and positive mind state. Okay, the green candle is to have clarity on some type of legal work. Okay, or this could be attracting fertility, growing in some type of way. But I'm seeing that you, with the hourglass here, you have to be very patient. So maybe you're waiting on an answer in regards to some type of legal work or the justice system. It's time to, she wants you to spend time with her altar. So this will be a great way to spend time with her altar by lighting up a green candle, praying to her yellow statue. Even if you don't have a yellow statue physically, you could print one out, go on your phone, search a yellow statue up. Anything with the yellow is indication of her, or have that image in your head. She does not physically have to be there, but she can mentally be, okay? Yes, I'm hearing giving your full undivided attention because right now you're in a important state of mind. And the bread here is a reminder that you need to I'm hearing you need to tell them, move with be wholesome, or move with wholeness, I should say. Being very warm about it. The bread to me is an indication of fulfillment, okay? Being full of life. Okay, being a source of energy. And remember I said spreading that that gratitude, or spreading that warmth. That's where I'm getting the being a source of energy. Be that source of energy, like bread is a source of energy. Be that source of energy to others. And as she's helping you with your mental and physical state, as you're working with this Amaria, and you're really taking a part of her healing work, then I feel like when you're spreading this warmth on, it's also because we have the hourglass, it's also, pushing the time forward. I know time cannot really be manipulated, but in this sense, hourglass is about being patient, devotion and time. But with I feel like you give and take, the giving part will be the best part of your journey in moving forward, or in encouraging it to move forward a little bit quicker than you would like. Okay, and then we have the silver candle here. So silver candle is about, attracting quick money. Oh wow, opening up short success. And again, what I said about opening up, because we have opening up short success here, again, I was talking about that give and take, and it's more in your favor to give back than receiving. Okay, I know that sounds weird, like how is it more in your favor? But the more you give back without any thinking to it, like just by a simple smile and spreading that warmth to a stranger, can really change their ways. And I mean, play it by ear, ladies and gentlemen as well. But sometimes ladies have this, we have this mechanism of having our wall up, because if we seem too kind or too friendly, we can attract the wrong people. But understand, because you're working with Santissima Muerte, you're 100% protected. Okay, you're protected in many ways, mentally, physically. But light this silver candle to attract or open up this short success, and work with Amaria to create fulfillment in your life, and regardless whether that's prosperity, whether that's fulfillment and just your energy, or whether that's fulfillment and being kind of like successful or whole, feeling whole, again with the bread being wholesome, useful. Okay, and again, there's some type of you having patience, but it's time to give your full undivided attention to her at this time. Work with this green candle, and everybody's situation is different, and I can't really pinpoint what legal work or what situation you're going through. But with this green candle, it's also about attracting fertility. So for some of you, maybe fertility could be about expansion, expanding, growing out of your old self. But a lot of you, for most of you, I'm hearing it's about attracting some type of quick success with the silver candle. And with the green candle, it's about spreading gratitude towards law as well, and the system. Or maybe for some of you, this is lighting the green candle to acknowledge that you are no longer or in the system, or you understand your freedom. Okay, you understand your freedom. And okay, and okay, thank you. Because we have hourglass here, for some of you guys, you were focusing a lot on your past, or the hourglass here is like, this is the devotion. Because of the devotion you're putting in, this is how far you've come. You are not in this legal matter anymore. And that's why we have the green card here too. Santissima wants you to show awareness that, you came across a lot of hardship. Okay, you came across a hardship, and the green candle, by lighting it, is acknowledging the hardships you've been through, the legal systems you've been through, whether that was long ago in the past. For some reason, I'm seeing that it still comes up in the present, and she's saying, work with Amaria, work with this yellow statue, work with her yellow form to clear out those old mental ways of thinking, and to enhance and heal your mental and physical health. Okay, and with the bread, again, this is about having feelings of comfort, being whole, being warm, being gracious of the fullness. Okay, also an offering. Again, work with her altar and offer her these type of bread, any bread that catches your attention, that you love, that you think she'll love as well. But the bakery type, okay? Or anything that you can afford or can get your hands on. She just would love an offering. All right? So what else is going on for your devotees of pile number 2? What else is going on, Santissima, of your devotees of pile number 2? Thank you. Wow. So we had this in the last... Okay. So we had these cards, a couple of these cards in pile number 1. You guys' reading isn't too similar, but there are some messages that you can use if you want to, and if you feel gravitated toward pile number 1. Okay, so before I get sidetracked, these cards just came out, and there's an indication, because we have 2 silvers here. We have plata, so we have plata is her silver form, okay, and then we have the silver candle. So Santissima in silver form is coming through, as well as her Amaria. Understand, with the silver form is about gambling, dealing, money, quick luck. Okay, so I'm seeing that you guys are okay. because this is a general reading, maybe for some of you guys, you were addicted, or you were in some type of career work or work life where you were gambling or attracting quick money, or you were dealing, and it doesn't have to mean, with paraphernalia or anything illegal matters, but you were dealing with things that were quick, that you received them quick and they went by quick. They were easy money, okay? I'm seeing here you have to kind of, and maybe that brought you some hardships. That situation brought you some hardships. That's for some. For others of you, you are too focused, okay, too focused on grasping larger amounts of like income or prosperity or abundance that isn't just as reasonable to come across as quick as you may like. And that's why she's coming through in plata and silver form to say, work with this silver candle to attract the quick money and open up short success, to open up a doorway and pathway to get you further in your situation. And again, remember I said with the giving back will benefit you more than, and that's where I'm really hearing that the giving back will benefit you more by giving back without hesitation or without thinking anything of it, even if it's just being your simple wholehearted self. You'll receive that like quick luck. Okay, I'm seeing that, I'm hearing that. We have bay leaves here, so that's about prosperity, strength, psychic enhancements. Work with bay leaves if you will, in any type of spell work, if you would like to create this prosperity and give you that strength. So you could also use some type of spell work. I will actually list my store below, and I also create these potions where you could keep on you. You could keep in your pocket, on your altar, in your car, work, wherever you may be, to enhance this type of strength and mental health, clarity, and this quick luck. Okay, I'll list that down below. But for the meantime, the message here is you guys need to really focus on less of the past, okay? Again, for some of you that were in this quick dealing situation and it had to involve with legal work as well, you need to start sitting back a little bit, slowing down, having patience, focus more on her altar and devoting your time towards her, because I'm hearing that she helped you a great amount. For some of you, she helped you a great amount in this type of legal work, okay? All right, let's continue with the message. So we have skulls here, liquor, and eggshells. Skulls is about being, emotionless. But right now I'm seeing that you're just being unmotivated, okay? You're not feeling whole. We have whole twice. We have the wholesome from the bread, and we have whole in skulls. And you're not feeling whole. You're feeling empty. And that's because the liquor here is showing me that when liquor is in this situation and pops up, it's about, truth spilling out. You kind of were being too carefree and opened unwanted doors, and maybe that's why you were encountering these hardships. But right now it's like you have to get out of this loose energy where you're allowing things to just manipulate you or take over, or you're dealing with things that are very unpredictable, okay? And now it's time to get out of this loose energy where you're just allowing, getting out of this loose energy where you feel that you don't care, where you're carefree, where you're being unmotivated, and now it's time to have possession and have control. Okay, thank you. And again, for some of you guys, the offering here, she would love liquor and bread, either or both, okay, as an offering to help you in this path of moving forward, appreciating what you've been through and acknowledging it, but also remember that you need to spread that gratitude. You need to spread that wholesomeness. That will help you out in your favor more than waiting to receive things. Giving things out will push your luck quicker. Remember, again, for some of you guys working with this plata, silver, Santísima Muerte, and the silver candle will also open doors, okay? For some of you, this is opening doors. And I'm not talking about like dealing, paraphernalia or illegal work. I mean, just, you don't even have to gamble. This is just, quick luck. You're working with Santísima Muerte. You're acknowledging that she's coming through, and she's saying that, she's giving you this option that you can work with her to open up some quick success so you can receive a starter. Okay, but for some of you guys, you're just very unmotivated, and with the hourglass here, it's time to be more devoted to your self, your energy, and co-creating with Santissima Muerte. We also have eggshell powder. So eggshell powder is about psychic protection and banishing negative energy. Yeah, you guys need to. I feel like with this liquor card here, you are just you're just not being able to control your actions as well when you're focused too much on the past. And now it's a time to banish these negative energies, okay, and negative thoughts, okay. Tap in with Amaria, tap in with her yellow statue, and tap in and speak with her, connect with her, ask for her guidance, her healing, okay, and fulfillment. All right, so let's get some last messages for your devotees of pile number 2. What's the last messages for your devotees of pile number 2? Santissimo, please come through. And what do you want to tell them? What do they need to know? What messages do I need to deliver? Thank you. Okay, she's letting me know that, once you're able to, have some type of regeneration, reassurance when it comes to, your mental and physical health state. I'm seeing that you're going to be guided into somebody's or someone's coming into your life, whether that's romantic, platonic, or someone that is just going to give you a different aspect on life. Again, remember when I said you'll receive more when you give out? Maybe for some of you guys, if you're in the works of looking for love, just being open and being yourself and just being friendly and just spreading that warmth, you may never know, you may run into somebody just from simply smiling, and it can move on forward and on. But that, take what applies. Okay. All right. So she's letting me know that there's somebody coming through, maybe, but they felt loved, protected, and safe. Who, and they're still with you. Okay, but let's get some clarity on that. Who and what, or what felt loved and protected and safe, and they're still with that. Okay, I get it. Okay, so Santissima is showing me that she's letting me know I don't know if you guys kind of lost this connection with her, or the connection kind of slowed down, and that's why we have that hourglass here, and we have the 2 offerings for her, and the offering liquor and bread is kind of a bigger offering to me, because bread to me is like fulfillment, and liquor to me is expensive. It can be, or it's for celebrations, or and because we have the I felt loved, protected, and safe, she's showing me that the connection between you and her was once really strong, or still is, but she felt that energy more, and now she wants you to devote your time more with her, connect with her, speak with her, and she just wants you to know that she's still with you. Don't dwell. Okay, thank you so much. She said, don't dwell on the past anymore. I want you to be happy. Remember, we were just talking about that, you guys. If we go back in the reading, I was saying there's feels like you're going back into the past on things that happened or occurred, and don't let those things stop you. And she's saying that there's someone special coming into your life. Maybe that's me. Who knows? Maybe you needed this message, and that's with that. Or maybe this is going to be with somebody coming in. But don't focus so much on that specific person. Just focus more on giving out, and knowing that when you give, you will receive and tenfold. And she's coming here saying, I'm trying to comfort you. Don't feel like she's pushing you away. That's why she came through twice. She came through in Amaria, and that's in enhancing and working with healing your mental and physical state. And she came in Plata, and that's showing you that, or she's acknowledging, maybe for some of you, you do like gambling, you do like this dealing type of situation. You're in the field of dealing work and quick money, and she's showing me like, there's no judgment. She's saying, I know it's hard not seeing me around. I'm helping you. I'm helping you with this. So maybe, yeah, again, I think for some of you, you may have lost the connection between you and her, or you felt like it wasn't as strong, but she's coming to you. She's coming back. And again, with the bay leaves is also with strength and psychic enhancements. Maybe you do need to work with some type of bay leaves to enhance that connection between you and her. But again, she said, don't dwell on the past anymore. I want you to be happy. My love, she wants you to be happy, and this is an indication that it's time to move forward, because remember, you have the skull card here, and the skull card is about being empty, lost, emotionless. But right now I'm seeing you're just being very unmotivated and not feeling whole, and that's why the bread came out, because that's about fulfillment, wholesome, and being useful. Okay? I hope this reading did you well. Thank you so much. If this reading did resonate, feel free to give me a thumbs up, comment down below, or even subscribe, and that will really help indicate and let me know what readings are best for you guys. If this reading didn't resonate, that is okay. Understand my readings are collective, so always take what applies and leave what doesn't. Well, I'll see you on the next reading. Peace. Hello, so if you pick pile number 3, this reading is for you, a divine guided reading through Santissima Muerte. So we're going to see what's going on with all the devotees of pile number 3. What do they need to know, Santissima? Come through for us. Okay, so the first card that popped out is Soul Ties. Soul ties in this card is all about, past life spell work, being bonded. Maybe for some of you guys, you're stuck in, or you are in some type of karmic connection, or there's some type of situation here where it's like obsessive. But let's get some more cards before we just start. We just start saying random messages. Not random, but misleading messages. Okay, what else is going on for your devotees of all your guys' cards is like falling. So that indication to me, when cards spiral out like that, like crazy into where it makes me go out my way, it's showing me that there's a lot going on around you. There's a lot of energy, and I don't necessarily think that there's chaos, but you have to keep in mind with kind of like the people you involve yourself with, your surroundings. Are you working in a high paced environment, or sorry, I'm talking so slow. I'm like literally channeling. I'm channeling 2 messages as I'm going. Like, I'm looking at your cards, but these messages are like coming out pile number 3. But back on track to what I was saying, because the cards are coming out and very chaotic, like I'm seeing now it's time to become really grounded, because I'm having a hard time kind of getting my words together, and it feels like there's a lot of pressure on my chest, like some type of anxiety. And maybe that's where that soul tie connection obsession comes in. Like it feels like somebody's just, like breathing down on me or watching me, and on every move I make. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, so the other cards that popped out were frankincense, spell work, altar. We have the white rose and incense. All right. So frankincense is about, frankincense is some type of like, I think it's this pebble, stone, or incense, some type of scent. You could search it up more, but it's about, good business and divine protection and good fortune. But right now I'm seeing, because we have this soul ties energy going on, I see there's a lot of past connections or karmic connections that kind of stuck with you. Okay. And that's where the obsession comes in, and that's why she's coming through to let you know that you're being divinely protected, or it's time to get into spell work and working with her altar more to protect your energy, because we have spell work coming out. This card of spell work is about protection, love, career, health, abundance, banishment, attraction. So yeah, I think right now in this form, she wants you to understand that it's time to kind of cleanse out your energy, especially when we have that incense here. Incense is about purification, cleansing your energy. Again, so we have about three protection indications. So she's coming through to let you know that it's time to build up this wall for yourself. It's time to drop some soul ties. I'm having this feeling like you kind of know who these people are that are kind of stuck in your life or stuck around you, where you kind of need to distance yourself. All right. For some of you guys, maybe this has to, the spell work is working, with candle work, journal work, natural herbal work, potion work, whatever type of spell work that works best with you. Work with that, with your altar, with Santissimo Muerte. We have the white rose coming out. White rose again is about purity, innocence, new beginnings. Yeah. Also, there's an offering. Offer this white rose for clarity, for guidance, for protection to the altar for Santissimo Muerte, to let her know that you're ready for this new beginning. You're ready to drop these ties. Okay, you're ready to combine this good fortune that you can receive, and these new beginnings, and with purity and innocence. It's like, yeah, there's a completion going on with this white rose. It's an indication like there is a completion, but you have to acknowledge the completion. And Santissima is showing me like she's not going to move forward unless there's some type of indication that you're ready to do so. And once you're ready to do so, you'll know by working with her altar. And with the altar card here, this altar card is about offerings, protection, guidance, spell work, communication. So again, you have 4 or 5 cards in regards to protection. And it really has to come down to, these past relationships or these obsessions that people have with you. What else is going on for pile number 3? What else is going on for your devotees? Cigars. Okay, this cigars is about, spreading gratitude, being gracious for your achievements. Okay, again, this is about cleansing your altar. Use cigars to cleanse her statues, her altar. This is also an offering. Okay, but I'm seeing it's time to use it better with age. So one of the descriptions for the cigar card is better with age. And better with age is like you're learning lessons. You learn that there was bridges burned. You've learned what you shouldn't burn, and what, is okay to get burned down, and what's okay to leave. And, it's about understanding that as like with the cigar, as the older it gets, or the better it is, or it's one of those things. It's just like there's lessons that you've learned. There's lessons you've learned with these connections, whether it's platonic or romantic. These soul ties and these past life connections really took a toll, I'm seeing, on you. And right now you may have, or you're feeling like, well, maybe for some of you felt stuck, or you felt this energy, or you just, you don't understand why they're always around, or why you can't like not get rid of them, or just get away from the energy, have your own peace. It's because for some of you guys are just so obsessed, or you give off this energy where you've just attracted energy vampires. You attracted obsessive energies, and bonds and connections, and that's okay, because in life that's what's going to happen. But you have to acknowledge that there's times where, again, with the cigars, it's what with the better with age is you're understanding the gratitude of what you learned from those connections. And now you're understanding it's getting better with age, because you're learning that, you could proceed with grace. You don't have to tag them along anymore. And you can understand now fully why you do not need them in your present life. Okay. But for some of you guys, the other message here is, there may be somebody, I have to just bring this up because we have spell work a few times. There may be somebody trying in your past, or that you had a connection with. I'm seeing it's a karmic connection though. They may have been doing some type of blood magic or blood work, or some type of, to try to keep this connection going. Okay, but she's saying work with her altar. She's asking for you to offer these white roses to her, in exchange to have her purification, her protection. Okay, so she knows you're acknowledging the completion that you want to, the cycle you want to complete, the karmic ties you want to complete and end and move on from. Okay, what else is going on for your devotees of pile number 3 centis? Ooh, and I kid you not, I'm in a situation where I can't record right now, but this message, I had to do this reading. I kid you not, this popped up. Okay, so if you felt guided for pile number 2, I feel like or was it was pile number 1. No, it was pile number 2. So no, it was pile number 1. I'm sorry. So if you felt guided for pile number 1, go ahead and click that. There may be some type of connection going on in that situation. If not, just leave it. But this Negra popped out, and Negra Santissima La Negra is about protection, cleanse, spell work. Again, that's a big indication that I feel like you have spell work twice and blood magic. So for some of you guys, she's letting you know that there is someone around your energy that is trying to keep you about, try to keep you in their energy by you doing the spell work. For others, you need to offer these white roses to La Negra in regards in exchange for protection and cleansing your energy. So work with La Negra. It doesn't matter if you have the statue. You could also Google a picture, search it up, mentally visualize her in your mind, and do some meditative work as well. But work with her in her altar. Also, she's asking, for cigars as an offering, or you could use cigars to cleanse. Or if you're in a situation where you can't, use a cigar in your house, you could use incense, because we have incense here. And again, that's about purification, cleanse, protection. Okay, so again, really, this message here, devotees of pile number 3, is about completing these karmic cycles and ties, and completing these bondings that you are growing out of or have grown out of in these past life situations, where now there's new beginnings coming in. Okay, with the white rose, this is about new beginnings, innocence, death, completion, purity. Death is about rebirth as well. Okay, what else does your devotees need to know? So again, she's coming through in La Negra form, and she wants you to understand that with this black robe, the black robe Santissima figure, this is a time to focus on your health. Well, since health came out, your well-being, I want to say. I don't think this type of, what if you have that sense of someone doing spell work on you, I don't think it's not really a big warning, but it's one of those cautious, it's an annoyance thing, and it doesn't need to be there, and she could clear that energy for you. But you need to work with her and send her those white roses, give her some offerings, work with her altar, so she has an understanding that you're acknowledging you want change. And work with the frankincense again is about good fortune, good business, divine protection. I would really use that in regards to divine protection. And the altar is about self-expression, prayers, giving gratitude, creating, manifesting, blessing loved ones, and attracting. But in this case, I think it's about spell work, protection, and communication, also offerings and guidance. So it's a whole bunch of that going on right now. And you guys have to understand that this is the time to, this is the time where I know a lot of devotees feel kind of don't want to feel like they're abusing her, power, or her taking her kindness for weakness. But in this case, she's revealing herself. Okay, she's coming through in La Negra form. She's saying, I will work with you. I need you to work with me. Okay, but there's some things that needs to be done before we can co-create, we can manifest, we can co-work with each other. And that's when you're sending her this understanding, acknowledgement by the white roses. Because I feel like cigars can be expensive, but one white rose offering will indicate that you're ready for the completion, you're ready for new beginnings. Okay, you're ready to be purified. You have the incense here again, purification, protection. Okay, she's protecting you, but for some of you, there's this spell work that someone's trying to work against you with. And for others of you have to get into the spell work to create purity, to enhance this completion of old ties, all right, and past life energies, and all these chaotic energies coming through. Okay, the brown candle came out. What else? and we have tattoo. And you know what? Oh my goodness. I think this reading, I will really connect with this reading. I bet when I go back and, upload each individual reading, I literally was just saying to myself, I have a tattoo. So this is just an example. I have a tattoo with my partner. We've been together for I think 7+ years. We've been, I've lived with him since I believe I was 18, legal, okay, legal to move out. And you know although we have this deep and long, connection because of familiar energy, it's like we're very toxic at times. And I'm kind of starting to understand that, he would never do like spell work, but his family kind of introduced me into Santissima Muerte. And I feel like, that gives me a bigger connection, but I'm seeing it's like, he would never do like spell work. He's not that type of guy, but when I get the soul ties here for me, and I feel like some of you guys, some of the devotees here listening, collectives, I can connect, is like soul ties doesn't always mean that somebody's doing, just because they're a karmic connection doesn't necessarily mean like we're doing you like 100% shady or like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like there was lessons learned, and that's what a karmic connection is. There's lessons learned, and karmic connections aren't always meant to like stick forever. And so the main point I'm seeing here, I wanted to get at, is that the tattoo I have on my forearm is our zodiac signs. And although it's not his name, it's still kind of bonding like a blood work, like blood magic in a way. I kind of created this chain where it kind of keeps us together. And not saying, we're going to split up, or I'm saying, I want to leave the situation, but I'm starting to have this spiritual awakening where the more I'm seeing, the things for as it is, the more I'm like, wow, how toxic or how crazy is it that we feel so connected to each other? And one of the ways I was realizing is that maybe for some of you guys, you have a tattoo of like a connect, that symbolizes a partner, a person. It doesn't have to be romantic or just in general. But coming back to what I wanted to say is that when this tattoo card came up, I was just saying to myself, I want to get this tattoo covered up with Santissima Muerte, and the tattoo card popped up. So all I'm saying is just, soul ties and bonds don't always have to be a negative thing. There's just lessons learned. And sometimes people are connected on like they don't intentionally mean to stick with you and manipulate your energy or try to like keep you, chained up, but it's just, it can happen, okay? It's just, that's how life is. Those are lessons learned. And I feel with this tattoo, had I not gotten this tattoo, I feel like we may have, there may have been some different ways of, but I feel like that really kind of bonded us a little more. And when the tattoo comes through, tattoos about contracts, offering, sacrifice. In this card, this is the meaning. It's also blood offering, blood bond, permanent devotion, understanding the consequences, expressing your gratitude. So again, like I was saying, I kind of did it like I felt like I kind of created some type of blood bond just because I had the intent of, his zodiac sign connected with mine, and now it's on my body permanently. For others of you, the message is coming through. Maybe you had the intention of getting a tattoo of her, and that's a big indication of like, well, if this is the offering you want to bring it, but understand this is a contract and don't get scared by the contract word, but this is a contract that, is permanent, that you can't really reverse out of it. So make sure you're thinking with your head before you're putting out bigger offers. And that's just in general, not only to Santissima Muerte, that's also to other people and people, absorbing your energy. Are you making these big offers and not realizing the consequences after the fact, or knowing you have to, follow up with what your actions and your words. Okay. But yeah, so if you're thinking about getting a tattoo, that's a big indication. Just understand, that's a blood offering, towards Santissima Muerte. And if you're willing to go all out and go through that, and be devoted 100%, then I'm hearing her saying go for it. For others of you, this was just kind of a confirmation of that soul tie, kind of like, yeah, there's this connection that there's some type of sacrifice you had to make. There was some type of a bond, whether you did it intentionally or not, whether it was intentional or not. Okay, there was also TMI kind of for the males on here, but there was a video on TikTok, and it's kind of crazy. It was like, the women that they were like, if you ever had, intercourse with your partner, this is 18 and up anyways, intercourse with your partner while you were, on your menstrual cycle, beware, because that's also an indication of a blood bond. And the more you think about it, the more it's like, well, if you think about it, that's a very intimate activity on top of your blood work. And it's, you're mixing those two up, especially if you're, not using protection, and anyways, what I'm trying to say is like, that's also an indication of, a connection that kind of changed you guys up in a way that's unintentional. Okay. That's what I want to say. Just, there's a lot of unintentional bondings that I'm seeing here that I don't think fully was intentional, and that's just for some. The others, there is some type of intentional work, and that's why La Negra is coming through to show you and bring you awareness. But we also have the white rose, so it's showing me that for some of you guys, this is more to do with your inner self and your energy and your personal life, and the others, it's more of the outside energy coming in towards you. Okay, but again, we have the brown candle here. So the brown candle is opening up to the dead, communicating with the dead, setting petitions and contracts, spell work for spirits. Okay, but right now, because remember, we have that contract card, we have the contract with the tattoos. This is just showing me like, if you want to make a petition or a contract with Santissima Muerte and asking for guidance and whatnot, or this larger protection, go ahead and light that brown candle as well and set a petition and contract. But no, once you offer these things, it's a permanent devotion type of situation. Okay, so let's just get some last messages. Woo, pound number 3. This is a really heavy reading, but this is such a lovely reading. So let's get some last messages, Santissima, for your devotees of Pal. Number 3. What else do they need to know? Oh, nice. So she's coming through and she said, you made the right decision. You made the right decision, whether that's putting yourself first, whether that's leaving a situation, whether that's having this mindset of wanting to take initiative in moving forward. Whatever the case is in this sense, best. You made the right decision is what she's saying. And she wants you to know that with that all is love. Okay. Okay, so I'm shuffling a different deck, but the Santissima Muerte card, one of the cards were in the other deck, and it was law enforcement. So I'm going to take that message since it was appearing in this deck. And the law enforcement card, again, is obviously about criminal activity, justice system, limitations, okay, and alertness. And I think with the law enforcement, for some of you guys, be alert, stay cautious of your surroundings and the people, again, you engage yourself with. Make sure you're not getting yourself mixed up with the wrong crew or the party. I'm seeing that also there may be some type of justice going on or criminal activity when it comes to this person in question that is doing, or I feel like it's trying to create this spell work with you. Okay, that's just that's for some. Okay, take that with a grain of salt. If it doesn't resonate, that is okay. But yeah, I'm seeing the law enforcement, and for me right now, it's like she wants you to, there's some type of limitation going on, but it's because, like, again, there's too many bonds, and I don't think law enforcement physically needs to, it doesn't physically really mean like, for some of you, it doesn't really mean like, you're gonna go to jail or the police are gonna pull you out. No, it's like you're being you're being trapped with the soul ties thing, and that's why the law enforcement comes in about to show you, to spread alertness. Okay, for some of you. What else is going on? So this is the new deck. Okay, that was the last message for that Santa Muerte deck, Oracle deck. So Last messages. Okay, thank you. So the last message we have, you did all you could. Yeah, you did all you could. Stop blaming yourself. Okay, so she's letting you know you did what you can. So stop blaming yourself for what you couldn't. And now it's time to move on. It's time for this purity, completion. Again with the white rose. Again, didn't I tell you? It's about purity, completion, death, new beginnings. You made the right decision. She's saying we will have another life. Okay. So, okay, who's this we? We will have another lifetime. Can you, yeah. What do you want with that? Thank you. Okay. I just wanted, okay. Okay. Last message. Okay. Okay, so for some of you, there's that soul tie, that past life connection, something going on. They're coming through. Understand. Okay, this isn't gonna resonate to everyone. Understand. They were ready to leave. They were ready to go. They were ready to move on. Okay, but they were worried. Okay, they were worried about you. They were worried about where you might end up. Okay, maybe for some of you, that's why law enforcement came in, the soul ties, and you guys were very karmic for each other. Okay, this is a specific message. Maybe you were in a soul tie or in a relationship, and I'm seeing your energy of being like a wild one, like a hot boy or a hot girl, like very, very outlawish, like you did not care about what you did. And maybe for some of you, I'm seeing this like this other partner of yours wanted to leave, but you'd act out in rage maybe. Okay, and maybe you had to leave. Maybe you finally was like, this isn't okay, I can't do this anymore, I can't be like this towards them, or whatever the case. You did all you could, so stop blaming yourself. Santissima wants you to know, and you made the right decision. Understand, this person was ready to go regardless. They were just worried about you. Okay, but I'm seeing that again because we have that soul tie energy. They're saying we will have another lifetime together, and who knows, in another lifetime, maybe you guys are learning your karmic ways now. And I'm seeing that. Okay, thank you. There's a message here. If you heal this karmic situation now, and I'm not saying getting back with this karmic connection, I mean healing with the damage that's done to you, asking for purity, working with Santissima Muerte, going to her altar, working with a lot of spell work, working with La Negra, incense, enhancing, cleansing, protecting, you will be able to transform that energy and transmute it into, another lifetime, and understand that it's not the last. You'll have more lifetimes with them and lessons as well. And they're saying, know that they're okay, and they're very happy. Okay, that was just a general message for someone that needed it. For others of you, if this doesn't have to do with a specific person, understand that she's showing me that you will be very happy. Okay, it's okay to worry about the past, but now you have to worry about yourself. Okay, you're making the right decision. All right, pile number 3. Well, I hope also if this reading resonated to you, feel free to give me a thumbs up, comment down below, or even subscribe to let me know how well this reading resonated with you, and I could keep making future videos like so. If this didn't resonate, that is okay. Understand my readings are collective, so always take what applies and leave what doesn't. My name is Delightful Talks, and I'll see you on the next reading. Peace.